Hi everyone, it's AngelBlade13. Welcome back to my Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix walkthrough. Last time we did the return trip to Olympus Coliseum, and by doing that we unlocked another tournament, so let's just take a quick look at that. It's the Titan Cup, which Sora fights alone. They want you to use your summons. The battle level for that is 45. We're at 36, so I'm going to hold off and do that a little bit later. But we did get some other new stuff. So first I'm going to equip the Guardian Soul Keyblade. It comes with another reaction boost, so it'll increase the damage of our reaction commands. Very nice to have on. And another thing we got is the Magnet Burst finisher. So Magnet Burst is a good crowd control aerial combo finish for Sora. So like we have aerial finish, which is good for a single target, particularly for bosses. Magnet Burst is good for helping dealing with groups of enemies. Alright, the rest of our party members are fine for the time being. So let's leave. And we're gonna head back to Agrabah. Let's see, it's one level lower than Halloween Town right now.
Sora! Don't let him get away!
What's going on?
Can't believe it! That stupid peddler let Jafar out of the lamp!
Jafar?
Give me the magic lamp, Aladdin. And now, street rats, I bid you farewell! Crush those urchins!
So Jafar's coming back. I'm gonna stick with Donald and Aladdin for now. If you've been interested in any of the absent silhouette fights, here is the last one. I'm gonna be doing all of those in a later video, but you can definitely try it out now if you feel like it. Stop by the Moogle, see if you can give us anything, and we're gonna head out. So you guys probably have an idea of my playstyle by now. I'm just gonna clear this room of all the enemies. There weren't any new enemies that showed up, so if you feel like just skipping ahead to where we're advancing the story, feel free to do that. And if you're playing along, then you know, just head out to the desert. But I do recommend gaining the experience from the different enemies and everything. More experience, more money, potential items, and synth drops. And some of you may have noticed that I've been a lot more conservative with my use of drive forms, particularly outside of battle. The main reason for that is I'm really trying to avoid going into anti-form for a certain fight coming up when I do the much better strategy. So that's why I'm just making use of all my other tools, which are pretty helpful, in all honesty. So I want to make sure, because, well, there's obviously different opinions on anti-form. The strength and speed boost is pretty helpful, but for certain fights where you really want to use reaction commands, not being able to do that can kind of mess you up a bit. And of course there's the more important thing that you can't use any cure magic, and you can't use any items, so if something goes wrong, yeah, it's very hard to recover.
It's over.
So there we see the use of the Magnet Burst finishing combo. See, it's pretty useful against dealing with groups. You may want to take it off when going into boss fights, because it doesn't particularly do great damage against single strong targets, but very good with dealing with random heartless. Likely some of the smaller ones, but it can still do some good damage even if it doesn't particularly pull the enemies in like we saw there.
This is it.
So there we get a good example of how much more damage we get with reaction commands from using the Guardian Soul Keyblade and the reaction boost abilities that we already have equipped to Sora normally. It's really useful at dealing with the Fat Bandits here, and the whatever other enemies have a good reaction command that does a lot of damage. I don't usually get that much damage from them because normally I've always ended up doing the return to Olympus before the return to Port Royale, and so I don't do the fourth portion of Atlantica, and so basically normally I end up doing this world with the Mysterious Abyss Keyblade, so I get the Blizzard boost instead. And I gotta say, I think this is a better order, because having the Blizzard boost against Hades is really helpful. Since I can't, I'm not able to do the really good speedrun strategy, which involves repeatedly using horizontal slash with Genie out, and just constantly switching his form, which allows you to reset your combo and keep Hades stuck in a loop for the whole fight. It's really cool. If you're able to do that, then you're awesome. I would definitely suggest looking up some speed runs and see people that are able to do that.
Back off! This is it!
Kind of like the duck flare strategy a bit better, but it's really cool to be able to pull off.
What a disaster! We're just gonna have to turn back.
There's gotta be a way.
Ah, come on, kid! That's an easy one! Al, oh buddy, oh pal! This is what having a genie for a best friend is all about! I mean, how can you leave me on the sidelines at a time like this? Live large! Wow, Mel! The old razzmatazz. What do you say, kid?
Hey, Genie!
Zora! Want to see a little something I call sandstorm sweep?
Take it away, Genie.
Alakazam! You know, one lousy sandstorm is just too easy.
Whoa!
How about giving me a challenge next time, eh, Al?
So, you know, step on the save point, save if you feel like it, get your HP and MP back, and then we're gonna go to this new area.
Now what do we do?
Nice timing, Carpet.
So, the gimmick of this world is that we get to ride on carpet now. We'll just head forward and then we'll sort of go into any of the unique things. So we can use the right analog stick to control our vertical position a lot better. Otherwise, the combat's going to be basically the same as if you just had normal Sora. You're not going to be able to use your summons, drives, or limits. Obviously, since we don't have party members, and I mean, I guess we're technically just missing out on limit form. But most of the other stuff you should be able to do roughly the same, just extra vertical movement. So we're gonna chase Jafar around this area. There are a couple puzzle pieces you don't want to miss, so there's nothing that's like permanently missable here, so obviously just grab it when you see it. If you do miss it, you can come back for it later, but trying to get everything when we can so we don't have to do as much returning to various portions if we don't have to. But honestly, in this case, if you follow Jafar, or that like sort of spirit of Jafar, I guess, you'll get the pieces here that we need. Alright, so mostly we've had some pretty simple enemies to deal with. The rapid thrusters aren't too bad. These guys, a bit more challenging, but Reflect makes quick work of them. Here we really see the good use of Magnet and Reflect. Very, very powerful spells we want to keep in our shortcuts all the time. Alright, so the goal here is we have to hit 3 switches. Examining this monument here shows us where each of them are, so we're just gonna head back out, find each one, and we have to activate them. So enemies will randomly show up, so I suggest dealing with them first, however you want to. Trying to bait out the bat cry reaction to get rid of a couple things at once. Want to try to conserve our MP here because we're really going to need it. So now for this particular one, notice the way it lines up. They're all in a vertical column, so in that case you want to hit them with thunder while they're all in the correct position. And the other switches are going to follow a similar pattern. If you end up hitting one, then it'll just tell you how it requires certain timing. Okay, now we have this next one. As they're all lined up for a shot, so that's where you want to hit them with Blizzard. And if you can probably figure out what the third one's gonna have us do. First I'm gonna beat these guys up. Getting knocked out of my combo. Always annoying. Alright, and I will use the ether here. Now if these are all surrounding me, I'm gonna wait for their proper alignment and then use fire. So here we just have to get up to this doorway. You have plenty of time to do it if you did the fire portion last. Alright, so we'll take a quick look around. We see 2 chests right away. And there is the last set of torn pages. So when we finish this world, we'll head back to 100 Acre Woods. And there's the map. Save up. And we'll just take a quick check in the journal. We now have all the treasures in Agrabah. So we'll move ahead.
The game's up, Jafar!
You sure this is it?
Yeah. You gotta understand, it wasn't my idea. It was Jafar. He made me bring you here. You don't know him like I do. He can be very convincing. He said if I didn't cooperate, he was gonna...
Where is he?
Come on now, you gotta forgive me.
Where's Jafar?
Well, let's see. Right about now, he's probably attacking the palace. I had no choice. His eyes, they got all creepy and weird.
Whatever. Iago, you're supposed to be our friend, but you've been playing both sides just to make sure you save yourself.
I knew you were still a bad guy. I'm sorry!
Let's go!
So here we have a nice little auto-scroller mini-game. Sora can still do his regular attacks, but your magic and your items are going to be disabled for this. So do be a little bit careful. It's pretty easy to avoid most of the stuff, and even if an enemy wouldn't be defeated with one combo normally, they're all gonna be defeated that way here. So the like hook bats, they'll just you can take them out with one swing, and for like the bigger enemies, one combo will just send them flying and defeat them. The buildings will start falling, and there will be other random hazards to deal with, but they're pretty easy to avoid. Say that when I'm doing it this way, I tend to never get hit by them, but like when I'm speed running, I end up getting hit a few times, and that can sometimes just that can take you out pretty quickly. But I'm also a lot lower levels, so anyway, I do kind of like this the story for this portion, like doing its best to sort of go by the Return of Jafar sequel movie. It's been a very long time since I saw it, so obviously I couldn't get all the details into this without adding in certain extra characters, but you know, they do a good interpretation of it. Obviously gotta include like factoring in including Sora in that whole thing is pretty cool. Should probably go watch that again soon. Anyway, pretty simple minigame. Just avoid the random hazards and defeat the Heartless pretty quickly, and you should be good.
Get some rest, Carpet. You earned it.
Come on, let's get Jafar!
And who asked you?
The palace is through there. Hurry!
Alright, save up if you feel like it, and head back. We're already almost at the boss fight. Fortunately, the Heartless seem to go on a vacation. If you get a nice little stroll back into it, here's where you wanna just check your abilities and equipment. 2 potions and 3 ethers should be fine for now. This is kind of spoilery, but Sora's gonna be doing this fight alone, so don't bother giving any of your party members items for now. Just worry about him. And taking off Magnet Burst and putting on Magic Lock on. Alright, and just head to the palace when you're ready.
Just wait, Jafar. You'll get exactly what's coming to you.
Indeed I will, Princess. All of Agrabah will belong to me, while you... you, my queen, shall weep at my side for all eternity. Oh, please. Right about now, your precious Aladdin is whispering your name with his last breath.
What was that you were saying, Jafar?
You dare defy me, you useless bird!
Ow!
Iago!
You'll all be joining him very soon. All shall bend to my will.
So we get another round against Genie Jafar. You can start off doing that big swing attack, and he's also going to be shooting lightning bolts down pretty frequently, so reflect is going to be helpful. It's hitting me more than I usually get hit here, of course. You can also target him down by his stomach. He will sometimes shoot the buildings at you, and they're annoying to avoid, but not too bad. If you finish off his stomach's HP gauge, he'll huddle over for a bit so you get some free shots to attack his head. There he has a little bit of a spell that he uses. I just use Reflect to block it. You can attack either his head or... oh, good, there he used it again. It sort of just paralyzes you for a moment, and it seemed like it moved me out of the way of his lightning bolts, which is weird. Yeah, so those buildings can be annoying. I guess he's flexing now for some reason. Anyway, just keep attacking his stomach. It's easier than attacking his head. You'll notice that if you do a sort of sliding dash from further away and don't immediately follow the combo, it'll do more damage. So get used to the timing there. And he has a reaction roll-up where you can sort of just tie him up and leave him more defenseless. Anyway, I could have finished him off, but I want you guys to see his DM, where he just puts us in this sort of tornado, I guess, and he'll be... he'll just kind of have random debris flying around. I always end up sort of getting hit by at least one of these, but most of the time, if you just sort of fly around and just keep turning the camera, you won't take too much damage. Anyway, then once he lets you out, he'll just sort of spam his spells. I'll just finish him off with a thunder. Okay, better version of the fight. This is basically the speedrun strategy. Immediately go down and just attack his stomach, use Reflect if the buildings are close. And I'm gonna use some combos on him. And I did that thunder in the middle to break his HP gate, but I kind of did it too early. We should be okay. So just on the first section, just do some damage, use Reflect when he recovers. Then I'm gonna do this again. Now, in the second combo, use Thunder for your second hit. There, I did it correctly. I broke his HP gate. And then we're going to use the roll-up command. And now he's defenseless, so I'm just going to go in. 2 combos should finish him off. Yeah, pretty simple fight. Slightly harder than the KH1 version, but not by much.
No! How can I be defeated again by a pack of filthy street rats?
Don't mess with street rats.
Alamana with Jafar and you didn't invite me, Al?
Sorry, Genie. Things happened kind of fast.
And I had some new moves to show off, too.
But Genie, we still need your help.
Who's gonna fix Agrabah?
Oh, yeah! One super-duper spruced-up Agrabah coming right up. You won't even recognize the place when I'm through with it.
Just like it was, please.
Really? Same old, same old? All right. Oh, yeah! Hey, voila! Next time, let me put in a few swimming pools, okay?
I guess Agrabah's all right now.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Hey, you behave yourself. Got it?
I most definitely got it. No more looking out for number one. I'm reformed. I want to be a good friend like Genie, but I can't do anything to help you. What kind of a friend is that?
Oh, no. It's not like that, Iago. Friends don't have to do stuff. As long as we have fun hanging out together, that's all that matters.
So, what do you guys do for fun?
We do this.
That's not quite what I meant.
Well, anyway,
Ow, my feet!
Gosh, Iago! I hope you didn't hurt yourself.
Well, at least I can still fly.
Look out!
Whoa! Oh!
Oh! Was that my cue? Am I on? Come on, Al. Let me build a freeway or something.
Everything's fine. Don't panic. Genie?
But I can't hold it any longer! Woo! Hey! Oh, that's good! Sora, Donald, Goofy, you guys are too much. If you're ever in the mood for some more cosmic razzle-dazzle, give me a shout, okay?
You got it.
Well, you've done it again, Sora. Don't forget about us, okay?
I won't.
And Sora, about that friend of yours, the one you're looking for, you'll find him. Trust me.
Alright, so Agrabah is complete. And as I mentioned before, we got another torn page, so we'll go finish off 100 Acre Woods. Alright, so take some time, just look around, gather the chests. Notice there's a puzzle piece up there that I can't reach yet, so we'll worry about that a little later. Another journal check. And now I have all the treasures for 100 Acre Woods. Let's go and talk with Pooh when we're ready. And I guess we'll help him out. Alright, the instructions for this game were pretty clear. There's a gauge that'll go up and down. Once it's near the top, you want to hit triangle and then just use triangle again to throw the pot off of his head.
So, what were you doing here?
I was thinking, perhaps there's a way to make it so you won't go away.
You mean a way to make me stay?
Yes. Would there be such a thing as a way to make it so you don't go away again?
Pooh. Don't worry. I promise I'll come back and visit you now and then.
Could you make it now and now instead? That seems a bit better to me. Sora, if I go looking for you, will I find you?
I'll always be with you, right here. You don't have to go anywhere. Just stay here, and you can see me anytime you want.
You mean I just have to stay right here?
Yep, that's all.
Would you promise?
Promise.
I promise too.
And so do Rue and I.
We sure do.
You're welcome to visit us anytime, Sora.
Thanks.
After all, I must tell you of my Uncle Albert's adventures at sea.
Guess you'll be staying a while.
Goodbye, Sora.
Thanks, Gopher.
If you ever get lonely, just start bouncing and think of your pal Tigger.
I will, Tigger.
You're leaving?
Yes, I really have to go.
Well, I won't be sad, because you'll always be right here forever and ever, right, Sora?
And all of you are right here too. See ya.
Alright, all set there. So let's head out. And to wrap up, we'll just go through the journal a little bit again. Agrabah section. And we'll... Jafar. We didn't fight regular Jafar this time, but we did fight his second form. Pretty cool fight. Not bad. And, making progress with the puzzle pieces. Let's see what we can do. Still missing one there. And again, I will get all the puzzle pieces throughout this walkthrough. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, consider subscribing, share with a friend, leave a comment, all the good stuff. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!